Welcome gang, I'm Casual and we are back today with another build. This is a Bleed Warden build, very high damage solo casual player build. Shout out first to Skinny Chicks. You can check out his site. He's the one who has inspired me for this build. Let's look at the build. So in terms of attributes, we put everything to stamina. You're gonna have a good 31,000 plus stam on this build. A very healthy 24k life. This will increase to 26k plus when you're doing content, because wardens have a passive where as you heal your life is increased. In terms of race, Dark Elf is the best for this build, and in terms of Mundas, the lover all the way. For the sets, we have Blood Drinker. Just is gonna give a 20% boost to all bleed damage. Amazing for this build. Pillars, good old Pillars of Nirn for our damage output. That's the second set we're gonna use. And just a one piece shoulder, Magma Incarnate or Baron Thirst. We just need the shoulder piece for this build, so you guys don't have to go to dungeons and get these monster stats. Just need to go to the Undaunted Enclave at the major cities and use those Undaunted keys to roll for the shoulder pieces. One advice is don't roll for the trait, just roll to get the weight of the piece we need, and then reconstruct it using transmute. Yeah, the mythic we're gonna use is good old Oaken Soul. It's just gonna make the rotation easy, make you tanky. So as a casual solo player, you can focus on the fight itself rather than worrying about your rotation. So this is the table for the full gear layout. It has the sets, where it's gonna go, the weight of it, the traits you need, and all the enchantment you need to buy from the guild traders. Try to spend some money to get gold enchantments because they give you the best bang for the buck. Let's move on to look at the skill trees. For Animal Companion, you're gonna get the Wild Guardian Morph for your ultimate. This is the one which does bleed damage, and Blood Drinker's just gonna boost its damage a lot. Deep Fisher is the next active skill we need to get. This is gonna use Magicka, fantastic, and it's gonna cause major and minor breach. On top of that, this is the hardest hitting skill the Warden has. The next active skill is gonna be Growing Swarm. This is gonna do a little bit of AoE damage, and it's bleed overtime damage as well. So let's get that. And in terms of passive, just get all of it. From Green Balance, the active skill you need to get is Budding Seeds. Now this was the secret sauce for the whole build. Resolving Vigor unfortunately did not make me survive enough, and most of the world boss that I fought in this video, I died in it. But Budding Seed, always have it on the ground and you guys will be alive. In terms of passive, get all of it. For Winter's Embrace skill tree, the only one you guys need is Icy Aura and also Piercing Cold. Next, for the dual wield skill tree, Bloodthirsty is our spammable again. It does bleed damage. Blood Drinker's just gonna boost up the damage from this spammable. Rending Slash does a DOT and it procs Hemorrhage as well. It's a great damage over time, and in terms of passive, take it all. Next is the Light Armor skill tree. Take all the passives. Similar to the Light Armor, for medium armor passives, take it all. It's all gonna benefit this build. For the Undaunted skill line, take both the passives. And if you guys haven't got this, do the daily pledges and also the daily Undaunted quest, which is given by Bogrul. This skill line is important because the last passive is gonna give you 2% bump in all your resources per type of armor you're wearing. So in our setup, 4% bump. The next skill tree is the Assault line. All we need is continuous attack so that our mount speed is increased by 30%. You guys don't have to do PvP for this. Just go into Cyrodiil with any of your toons. If you haven't done it, there'll be a tutorial to use sieges and so forth. It takes 5 minutes and you will have this unlocked. Next one is the Dark Elf passives. Go ahead and take all of it. The next one is from the Alchemy skill line. Go take Medicinal Use because it's just gonna make your potions buffs last longer. Very important thing to have. The next one is for the Provisioning skill line. Take Gourmand for food, Connoisseur for drinks, Bewitched, Sugar Skull, and so forth are expensive food, and this is just gonna make sure they last longer. Talking about food, Bewitched Sugar Skulls is the recommended food for this build. Talking about skill bars, this is how the active skill bar should look like. The heart of this build is actually skill number 5. Always put your healing on the ground throughout the whole fight. When it's on the ground, it heals you constantly like a Templar's AoE heal, and if you are in a pinch, it can immediately burst heal you like Resolving Vigor, right? So always keep skill 5 on the ground. Skill 3 and 4 is the damage over time. Just swipe them and infect them, and the bleed damage will keep on ticking, right? And then skill number 2, start the fight with it and keep on reapplying it as it expires. It will cause major and minor breach and also hit like a truck 2 times, yeah. And then of course go to town with Bloodthirsty. It keeps you alive, it does a lot of damage, it'll be the most damaging skill in your kit, and you're good to go. And just keep an eye on your ultimate, because it's a cheap ultimate. Very periodically it'll be up, hit it, and this bear will hit them like an absolute bleeding truck. Now we look at CP, and this is the green CP tree I have. You guys can work towards it. These are the 4 active green CP you guys need to slot for this build. For blue CP, this is my layout, and I am actually CP 1500 plus. For the blue CP, these are the active ones you need to slot. Keep an eye on Reaving Blows, where this is like a mini Pale Ordering. Every time you do a direct damage, you're gonna heal back. Also, don't forget to get these passive CPs. They're gonna give you 12% damage reduction. It's good to have in our build. This is the raid CP total layout for my build, something you guys can work towards. And next are the slottable CPs for the raid tree, which you guys must have. And that's it, gang. That's the build. Go ahead, have fun. You're gonna proc hemorrhage and just bleed out all your opponents. Once again, we are a new channel, and we have a current goal where we're trying to get 1000 subscribers. And once we reach that goal, there is a giveaway of a free Necrom Deluxe upgrade for 1 lucky subscriber. Please subscribe and like the video. I'm Casual. Till next time, GG's guys.